Local kings are scattered all across this country. In every little town and burg across the country, you've got a guy who got bit with the rock and roll bug in the 60s. He put a band together in the 60s, and he was the big dog in the little town. Big fish in a small pond. And everybody went to see the guy play in the 60s. In the 70s, he was still very successful. In the 80s, in the 90s, now we are in the 2000 whatevers, and he's still playing. He's still got a band together. And all the people gather around and they all come to see the local king play on Saturday night. The local king is still happening, and he's still making his living as a musician. The local king has had brushes with greatness, brushes with fame, brushes with touching and grabbing the golden ring. Some of them touched the golden ring, but none of them really grabbed it, and they're fine with that. They're fine with the fact that they're not on the charts, and they're fine with the fact that they're not on TV. They are also fine with the fact that they're making their living playing their guitar. They're fine with the fact that they're making their living being a performer and an artist. And they're doing that up to this day.
A local king to me is someone that pursues music as a lifelong pursuit rather than just, a passing fancy. Somebody that's they've been all the way from the bottom, sometimes in the great highs of being on the top, and everywhere in between. A lot of them are kind of unsung. A lot of them have been in the same places and have been entertaining people. And they may not hit the big time, but they've been there for people.
They're all really, really good. You don't have a slacker local king, because these guys have been around. These guys have maintained. These guys have had a job playing their music for 30, 40, sometimes 50 years. But they never really have left their little burg, their little town, their home. And they go 100 miles down the road to try to expand their horizon, to try to expand their audience, to try to expand their empire. They go 50 miles down the road, 100 miles down the road, and they can't draw flies. But in their little town, everybody flocks to see them every Saturday night. They're going to go see Benny. They're going to go see Billy. They're going to go see Tommy. They're going to go see whoever it is. And we're going to go all around the country. Every show we're going to have one local king here. There's one in Des Moines. There's one in Toledo. There's one in Little Rock. There's one in Louisville. There's one in Cincinnati. There's one in Tulsa. And they're all over the country. They're the local kings.